Tuesday, September 8th, day 112. Today we hiked about 22 miles. We hiked the first 8 miles or so and then met up with the support vehicles. They took us to some nearby gas station, store, restaurant place where we got some lunch, and then we resupplied and grabbed the dog and went on about another 13 or so miles. So today's been fairly uneventful, but yeah, fairly good day still. We did get to hike with the dog, and that's always good, and I believe we'll hike with the dog for another 15 or 16 or so miles tomorrow, so it's always good to do another section with the dog. So we've been hiking with Willow today, and she was doing really good. And we came to this little puddle of water, and she managed to force herself in there to take a seat to cool off.
It's too little.
We've had to cross a lot of roads and highways while hiking the PCT. Some of them are actually fairly large. But for this one, it's not even that large of a road, but they built you this nice fancy footbridge across. That was kind of cool.
Here is a bush just full of huckleberries. Don't know how well the camera's picking them up, but you can see they're all turning slightly red for the fall color, and they're all along this route. It's really nice to have them. I try to pick them as I walk along, and it's just nice to have all these fresh berries as we walk along. Friday, September 11th. So we're at our second water source just down there. There's a little stream with a waterfall, and we're filtering the water we're going to use for camp. Yesterday we went 18 miles. We knew it was going to be a bit of a low mile day because we were staying in a hotel, and the hotel was quite a ways from the trailhead. So we had a slow morning and didn't start hiking until almost noon. So we just did 18 miles. And then today we had the choice of doing 26 and doing a water carry and dry camping, or doing almost 30. And we've decided we'll just do the water carry and stop at 26. So we're here filtering water. Then we have about 4 more miles to camp. But while I was filtering water just now, my platypus bag completely broke open. It has a huge hole now right there in the top. You can see, I'm going to see if I can move this. You can see that, a complete hole, so it's making it really hard to filter water. And then we were going to carry extra water for camp, so I'm going to have to figure out how I can still carry some water in this bag so that'll have enough water for my meals tomorrow.
Yesterday, I don't think I took any videos, so we ended up camping in a burned area, which, I mean, is never ideal, but I think the burn was years ago, so anything that is likely to fall had probably already fallen. So maybe it wasn't the safest, but we felt safe enough, and there really wasn't any camping anywhere else nearby. The camping was actually bad enough that we had to share the camp with another couple. Yeah, just because, yeah, lack of camping in the area, so we ended up having to share our camp. Today we are going to hike right around 26 miles. And we're currently collecting water at a water source, and it's just bringing up, yeah, just how many equipment failures we're having. Might be good that we're nearing the end of our trip. The water bags that we use to collect water, Jerica's has broken pretty majorly just a few moments ago. My good platypus bag also broke just a few days ago, so now we're down to the Sawyer bags, which seem to break quite frequently. And yeah, it's not even just that, it's just recently we've had, starting to have a lot of equipment failures. Jerica's filter's filtering like only at like half the speed it was, if even that, so her filter's kind of wearing out. My backpack is seeming to show some wear. I'm beginning to wear through some of the Dyneema in places, and the hip belt's getting a big hole. And even like my camera lens, it's, I guess, maybe got too much dust or something in it, and it's failing to work. And yeah, it just seems like we're starting to encounter a lot of equipment failures. My tent's mesh zipper stopped working, and yeah, I don't know. I'm sure if I think about it, there'd be more equipment failures that I can think of. Yeah, I think me and Jerica both had our stoves go out on us. Again, mine was probably a few weeks ago. Jerica's was just a day or two ago. So yeah, large amount of our equipment seems to be wearing out and failing. So, I mean, if we wanted to continue, we could just buy more stuff. But in some ways, it's, I guess, kind of convenient that it's lasted till almost the end of the trip. Saturday, September 12th, day 116. We are here to collect some water, and we found some frogs. There's one there, and there's another two right here. Yeah, they're apparently pretty good rock climbers, who would have thought? Today we plan to hike somewhere between 26 miles or so, and then I'll meet the support vehicles. We'll probably end up spending the night with them, just because by the time we do the 26 miles, it'll probably be fairly late, and we'll still need to do the resupply, so we'll probably spend the night with the support vehicles. Today has been quite smoky. I mean, the past few days I've had quite a bit of smoke, but today either it's overcast as well, or the smoke's just bad enough that it's mostly hiding the sun. But yeah, weather seems, I guess, a bit more gloomy. It's not like terribly cold, and it's not windy, and thankfully it's not raining or snowing or anything, but it is a bit cooler, and yeah, don't really get to see as much of the sun. So, on one hand, I almost think that this would be a good weather for us to hike, for our dog to hike in, but then again, with how much smoke is around, I don't know if she really needs to be breathing all of that. So, kind of thinking, yeah, the dog probably isn't going to hike with us anytime soon, and if she doesn't hike with us in like this today, or maybe on parts of the next section, then she might actually be done hiking for the trip. We only have one or two more sections left, and some of the end ones are really long sections, so yeah, the dog's hike might already be done. Bit sad for her that she didn't get to do more miles. We were hoping she'd at least do 500, but it doesn't look like she's gonna get that in. So we just crossed over Kendall Catwalk, which you can see here. Apparently, it's the most expensive part of the trail to build. It costs about $10,000 a foot, and it's about 600 feet long. So it costs about $6 million for them to build this small section of trail. I guess they had to blast it out of the side of the mountain. As you can see, it otherwise would have been quite sheer. So they had to, blast a trail through it. We came to this place where there used to be a bridge. Thought there was still supposed to be a bridge, but it's missing a few of its key components. Luckily, it should be easy enough to rock hop across, I think, so I don't think crossing will be too bad. Sunday, September 13th, day 117, I believe. We slept in at the hotel a little bit longer than normal. We probably got up around 7 or so. We had already done the resupply, so I don't know, we got a reasonable start in the morning, I guess. It wasn't super late, but it was probably like 9:50 or something, 10. So, not our earliest start, but not too terribly late. The smoke's still been pretty bad all day. We would have, I think, had some pretty amazing views, but yeah, the smoke was covering most of it. So basically we could just see some looming mountains kind of vaguely out of the smoke. So yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment, I guess, but I mean, we got good views and have had a lot of good luck elsewhere, so I suppose I can't complain too much about this. We did do, I forget what it's called, something catwalk or something, which was just a section of the trail that was blasted out of the side of the mountain, so that section was pretty cool. And yep, today basically, just went fairly low. Would have had great views, but too much smoke. And I believe we made about 20 miles, which isn't that bad considering we started around 10, where at that point we would generally have already gone 9 or 10 miles. So yeah, pretty good day overall, I think.